Hey, what's up guys? WWE Forever 98 here, and this is going to be my much anticipated Shawn Michaels Heartbreak and Triumph DVD review. Have the DVD right here. I just finished it a couple days ago, and I gotta tell you guys, this was a very good DVD, but I do think it is quite overrated, and I'll get to that in a few moments. But let me go in depth with you guys. First of all, there is the artwork, pretty unique, and as you can see right here, you have all of Shawn Michaels' nicknames that he has, which is pretty cool. And then we have the artwork all over here. Yes, I am looking at the screen. Pretty unique. I don't think that I've ever seen that bland, I would say. I wouldn't say bland, but fancy artwork. But it's well deserved. Alright guys, so also, if you want to see all the match ratings, they are in the description box. All matches on this DVD, I've rated them. They're all in the description box. So let's talk about Disc 1. Now Disc 1, I found very enjoyable. Documentary was great, although people say that this is the best documentary that WWE has ever produced. I very much disagree. I enjoyed Rise and Fall VCW better, Jake the Snake Roberts Fake Poison better, Bret Hart better, and the list goes on. I mean, it was a great documentary, don't get me wrong, but I think that the documentary is quite overrated. And, you know, what I liked about this documentary, although I thought that they should have went in depth more into his childhood, they really did chronicle his wrestling career very, very well. He talks about a lot of things. He talks about when he was in all the promotions, you know, AWA, WCCW. He talks about being formed with Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers originally. All his problems with drugs that really got him in trouble. You know, signing with WWE and becoming the Rockers instead of the Midnight Rockers. And you know what? I really like this because it felt like Shawn Michaels really got involved into the documentary. You know, he gave a lot of information that we didn't know about. He gave his side of the story of the Montreal Screwjob. You know, you did find a lot of that information on the Bret Hart DVD, but you heard from his perspective what happened, and I very much enjoyed that. You also had the curtain call incident. Talked about that with Triple H. There was a lot of Triple H in the DVD as well, with the interview. But you know, talks about his back injury, how he thought he was done. He talks about how he discovered God and Christ and started going to church and cleaned up his act. So you know what? It was a great documentary, very good documentary. Now, there's a lot of special features on this one. You have 2 promos, some deleted scenes, and some stories that Shawn Michaels himself and other people tell, which I thought was pretty good. So overall, documentary is 9.25 stars. Extras and special features are 8.5 stars. Overall, 9 stars out of 10 for Disc 1. We move on to Disc 2. Now, Disc 2, I very much enjoyed. A lot of Rockers matches. I think that almost all of the matches on here are Rockers. And they have his first ever match, which was the first match on the Disc 2, Shawn Michaels vs. Billy Jack Haynes in WCCW. I mean, it basically was just put on there just to show him in his first match. That was about it. But I really enjoyed all the Rockers matches on Disc 2. There was not one match that I did not enjoy in the Rockers. There was a lot of great tag team wrestling on here. So besides the Rockers, some of the tag teams featured Buddy Rose and Doug Summers, Super Ninja and Ninja Go, Brainbusters, Hart Foundation, and the Orient Express. By far the best match on this 2 is what was it? The Hart Foundation versus the Rockers for the WWF Tag Team Championship. Now this was the match where the top rope broke, and originally the Rockers won the Tag Team Championship, but they had to give it back because Vince didn't want to televise that match on Saturday night's main event. But overall, what a great disc. I really like this. 8.5 out of 10. And I'll explain why I didn't give this this disc a higher rating than disc 3. Disc 3 was my favorite disc. It really focused on his singles career. Now, I'm not saying that his tag team career wasn't good. I'm not saying that at all. I loved the Rockers tag team. But I just think that he had his best matches as a singles competitor. One knock on this disc, and the whole disc 2, disc 3, there's too much British Bulldog. And, you know, I'm not bashing the British Bulldog, but I thought that he was involved way too many on these matches. But, you know, they had some great matches on this 3 as well. You had Shawn Michaels vs. British Bulldog at King of the Ring 96, WWF Championship. You had Shawn Michaels vs. Triple H on Raw episode for the World Heavyweight Championship. You had Vengeance 05, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. But by far, the best disc, the best match on this whole DVD is the I had to count the April 23rd 2007 edition of Raw, Shawn Michaels vs. John Cena overseas in London, England. Probably the best television match I've ever seen. Phenomenal match. I mean, I think got about 30 to 40 minutes of Raw time. Let's see that happen nowadays. But what a phenomenal match. And most of these matches on here are 4 stars or higher. I believe 4 out of 6 matches that were featured on disc 3 were 4 stars or higher. Great disc. Near perfect. 9.5 out of 10 overall. By far my favorite disc. Now, the likes that I have about this DVD. Quality of the matches. I'm glad that they didn't have a lot of throwaway matches. There were a couple. The Rockers vs. La Resistance in 05 on Raw. That was a throwaway match that they had on here. His debut match, if you consider that a throwaway. But other than that, most of these matches are very good. Has a lot of quality in them, which I liked. The amount of Rocker matches. Rockers are probably one of my favorite tag teams of all time. One of them. If you like tag team wrestling, I would very much suggest that you watch Disc 2, because they had some unbelievable matches on there with the Rockers. The documentary, of course, great documentary, although I don't think it's the best of all time. And the amount of matches that weren't available on DVD, that aren't available on DVD. A lot of these matches are from Raws or in the 90s or even the 80s, so you really can't find that on DVD. So I like that. You could probably find some on VHS, but for the most part, you're not going to find them on DVD. My disc likes, there's only a couple. Number one, there's not enough matches. You know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's only 14 matches. That's 7 matches per disc. That's an average. I mean, you could have easily put more matches on here. Now, I know that there's a new Shawn Michaels DVD coming out, but I'm just saying. Judging by this DVD, I thought there should have been a few more matches. That's just a small dislike. Another dislike was the transitions from one match to another. They would have the match, it would end, screen would go black, and then you'd go to the next match. There's no setup for the match. I mean, it was just poor transitioning, in my opinion. But, I recommend it to any wrestling fan. If you don't like Shawn Michaels, personally, I don't like Shawn Michaels. I know. I don't like Shawn Michaels. But, you're going to love this DVD. Not one of my favorites, but still. Great DVD. It's getting 9 out of 10 from me. Just recommend pick up Shawn Michaels Heartbreak and Triumph. Alright guys, so that's about it. Next DVD I'm going to what is wrong with me today? Oh my god, I'm sick in the head. Hell in a Cell 3-disc set. That's going to be my next DVD review. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Tell me what your thoughts about this DVD in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.